Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Mindset Monday. This is Amy Pepping coming to you from Minnesota, and I'm excited to talk to you guys today about visualization. It's a powerful tool that we have in our tool belt that a lot of us don't even use, but it's also something that a lot of us don't know how to use. So if you've been on these calls before, you know that I'm one of 4 amazing women that collaborate to put this together for you guys every Monday morning. And we all take pieces of knowledge and wisdom from many, many sources. We all have very different backgrounds, but we all have a huge passion for bringing mindset breakthrough to you all. So today is visualization, and I want to start with this thought for you all. You have to envision yourself winning to win. So really think about that throughout this whole call. It will be a half hour. I didn't mention that. Half-hour call. You have to envision yourself winning to win. If you're not envisioning yourself winning, what are you envisioning? Are you envisioning yourself losing? I certainly hope not. But if you're not envisioning the win, it leaves so much room for losing. So much room. So we all have goals, we all have dreams, we all have things we want to accomplish in life. And most of us, if we're listening to this call, have financial goals that we want to reach and business successes that we want to reach. And how that all comes to be is because there's this end result that we want. We have this big win in our life that we see ourselves winning, that we see ourselves having this life of XYZ. We see ourselves having this and going here and accomplishing this. So I want you to think about, and if you haven't grabbed a pen and paper, I would encourage you to do so. I want you to think about 2 wins that you want for this year. And maybe you know these already. That's great if you do. If you don't, just jot it down that you should think of 2 wins that you want to accomplish for 2018. And then I want you to think of 2 wins that you want to accomplish for the next 3 to 5 years. So typically a short-term goal is that 3 to 5 year mark. So maybe it's 3 years, maybe it's closer to 5 or 6 years, whatever works for you. But think of 2 wins in the short term, that 3 to 5 years. And then I want you to think of 2 big, audacious wins, kind of like for your ultimate life. So you're living your dream life. What are 2 really big wins that you have? So for me, a really big win for my husband and I for 2018 is to finish paying off our debt. Okay, so that is a big win for us for the year. Last year, a big win for us was to buy a house, and we did. Big wins for the next 3 to 5 years for our family are to complete our family. We have 1 2.5-year-old boy, and we hope and pray that we have more babies. And so we look at that 5-year mark, and we hope that we are, God willing, completing our family in that time frame. And then for our ultimate dream life, our wins, we have a dream house that we want. We have not really dream vehicles. We live in Minnesota, so dream vehicles are anything with 4-wheel drive. But we have vehicles that we desire, and then we have personal goals that we want to achieve. And one of those is to serve around the world, kind of wherever God calls us to go as missionaries. So those are the ultimate life goals for us per se. And so think about those. You can have, more than 2, but I would encourage you to think of at least 2. 2 for 2018, 2 for 3 to 5 years, and then 2 for your ultimate dream life. And think about those. It's something that, for our ultimate dream life, it's not something that just You snap your fingers and you know. Of course, there are things that we want and we desire in life, but what's really important here as you guys visualize and really this visioneering is you have to pray about it. You have to meditate about it. Whatever your higher power is, you have to be in contact and in connection with that, because it's not something that you can just say, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to have this and it's going to be marvelous. It has to be something that's in alignment with your true purpose here on earth. I wholeheartedly believe that you are here on purpose for a purpose. And whether it's God for you or the universe or whatever your higher power is, you have to be in touch with that, because your higher power knows your purpose. You may think you know, but until your eyes and your ears and your heart are open to the purpose of your higher power, you don't really know. So don't just think like these goals and these visions that you have are just going to happen. They need to be in alignment with your purpose. So I want you to think about that. And remember that you're here. One of my morning prayers is to remember to be a light for everybody. And you are here to be a light to your world. And I encourage you to think about that daily and just, how can I shine bright? How can I shine bright for my life to be a reflection of how other people's lives should be? And my visualization for this life, maybe you have visualizations for other people's lives. That's great. And maybe the visions that you have for your life have massive impact on people creating a vision for their life. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of visualization. So you have these goals now in front of you, and let's focus on, most of us can think of an ultimate win in life. So let's focus on one of your ultimate wins, okay? So for me, I'm going to focus on our dream house. My husband and I have been talking about this a lot lately. It's really fun and exciting. And this is a simple one because it's an object. So what do we do to truly visualize this dream house? Yes, we have these pictures in our mind. We look at Pinterest a lot. We have different floor plans that we like. We have how many garage stalls we want. We have how many bedrooms we want. We have this big, massive front porch that we want. And we have this vision of space, outside space. We're outside people. And so we want this big yard, and we want our children to have this big play area that they can just run and be kids and eat dirt and throw grass and get dirty and just have so much fun outside. And so we have this vision of this house. We have it in our mind. Do I really know what it's going to look like on the outside? No. But I know that it's going to be a beautiful home that we get to call our home forever. And it's where we're going to raise our babies, and it's where we're going to have so many memories. And we have this picture in our mind, but what's more important, you guys, is that you have this picture in front of you that you're seeing with your eyeballs, and that you see it daily. So for a house, like I say, an object, it's a little bit easier, because what did I do? I have a picture that we found of a home that we just love, and it's printed. Okay? Go to your computer, find that picture, click print, and put it up somewhere that you see it every single day. You have to have visual reminders. That end result. What are you reminding yourself? Not just in your mind. We can all visualize this beautiful, wonderful, magnificent life in our minds, but our minds get easily distracted, you guys. Whether we like that or not, they get distracted. We have distractions. We have cloudiness that comes through. We have bad days. We have bad times in life. And if you're losing sight of that vision in your mind, and you have no visual reminders that you're seeing with your eyes, you're going to lose that vision. And we don't want that. So you have to have visual reminders that you're seeing with your eyeballs every single day. So let's talk about something that's not an object. So for me, one of our 2018 things that we are going to accomplish is financial freedom. So we're going to be completely debt-free. And so you can't just print off a picture of debt-free, right? So I have in several places around our house looks pretty funny because I have all these handwritten notes to myself, and I write on mirrors, and we have pictures all over the place. But so something that we have written down is financial freedom. Okay? So I don't want you to focus on debt because we're not focusing on debt. We're focusing on freedom. So if financial freedom is something, or debt-free is something that you're focusing on, write down financial freedom. Okay? And maybe you have something in mind that first day that you write your check for your final payment of your home or whatever your last debt is, maybe you have something that you're going to do. Okay, and if you're married, if you have kids, I encourage you to include them in this. Maybe you're going to go have a family dinner at your favorite restaurant. You're going to go have date night at your favorite restaurant. Write that down, or have a picture of that. Have a picture of your family at a dinner. Something to remind yourself that, oh yeah, we're going to go do XYZ when we write that final check to be financially free. Maybe you have pictures of money bags posted around your house, or on your mirror, or on your closet door, or on your refrigerator. Something that you see every day that's going to remind you, oh yeah, that money bag, that means financial freedom. Financial freedom. That's what I'm working so hard for. That's what I have as my end result. That's my visual reminder. That's leading us to the ultimate life. That is my win for 2018, okay? It doesn't have to be something big, just something that when you look at it with your eyeballs, you know, that brings me back to my vision. That brings me back to my purpose. So I want to do a little bit of a comparison for you guys. My background, many of you probably don't even know this, but I went to school to be an athletic trainer. So I went to school, got my degree in athletic training, and I worked at an orthopedic and sports medicine clinic. And I loved it. I loved what I did, but I didn't like trading my time for money. But I really very much enjoyed what I did, and I loved working with patients. I loved working with athletes. I loved the whole process, because what we did as an athletic trainer is we worked with a massive population of people, but I'm just going to focus on athletes here for a moment. So we worked with athletes from day one to day end of an injury. So let's say I am watching a hockey game and Bobby goes down and he has an injury. I see that injury, I evaluate that injury, and then I make a plan for this injury, whether that includes, going to the doctor and getting x-rays or an MRI, having surgery, whatever that injury is, determines what care is needed for that injury, and then what recovery and rehabilitation is needed for that injury. Okay, so I saw athletes through the whole entire process, from day one to day end. And one of my most favorite parts of course, it was always, my pride and joy is to get an athlete back on the playing field. But through that recovery and rehab process, one of my favorite things I did with athletes was visualize. Okay, so this is a really easy comparison for you to truly grasp this whole idea. So Bobby goes down on the hockey rink. His end result is getting back on that hockey rink playing at 100%. Okay, so that's his win, is getting back on the ice. So we had that end result in our mind all the time. And of course, Bobby knew that, because he's in the middle of his hockey season. He wants to get back. That's his purpose right here, right now, in the present time, is he's a hockey player and he needs to get back on the ice, playing at 100%. So what did I do with Bobby and all these athletes is we visualized. And we actually talked about it. We would close our eyes and actually visualize it. We would go through the physical motions of getting back on skates and getting back to that skating motion. We visualized. We would sit, eyes closed. Some athletes like to sit in the dark. Some athletes didn't. But we would sit, and Bobby would be silent. He'd sit there in silence, eyes closed. And I would sit there, and I would just talk him through getting back on the ice, because it gives him this ultimate vision of why are we working so hard? Why are we working through this pain? Because you know what, you guys, if you've ever had an injury and getting back to life, getting back to sport, it's hard. It's really hard. You want to snap your fingers and have it, right? We have these wins in life. We want to snap our fingers and have it, but that's not how it happens, unfortunately. That's not how it plays out. So Bobby's sitting here with his eyes closed. Maybe we're sitting in the dark, and I'm walking him through. You wake up in the morning, it's game day. You have your favorite breakfast. I worked with college and high school athletes, so it was a little bit different. But let's say it's college. You go to your classes for the day. You're walking. You hear your feet. You're walking to class. You have no pain in your body. You sit through your first class. You walk to your next class. You have no pain in your body. You make it through your second class. You go and you eat your favorite lunch. You walk home. You have no pain in your body. You get your homework done at home. You get your bag packed for the game. You drive to the arena. You have no pain in your body. You walk into the arena, you see your teammates, you see your coaches, high fives, excitement, happiness. Everyone is game ready. You put your skates on, you have no pain in your body. You put your pads on, you have no pain in your body. You tape your stick, you have no pain in your body. You get your helmet on, you have no pain in your body. You walk out through the tunnel, you see the ice, you have no pain in your body. You're feeling strong. You are strong. Your first skate hits the ice, you have no pain in your body. You skate around, warm-ups, no pain in your body, you're strong. Do you see what I'm doing here, you guys? I would paint the ultimate vision for the athlete to prepare them for their win. The ultimate painted vision for the win. So maybe what this looks like for you is you're getting to that financial freedom level and you're running a successful business and you're repeating things to yourself of, fear doesn't control me. People's opinions don't control me. I'm reaching financial freedom. It's my life. I have control of. I am capable. I see that picture of money bags, and I know that financial freedom is right around the corner. I don't want to do XYZ activity today, but I know it's part of my painted vision to get me to my ultimate win. You have to have those daily reminders to get you to that ultimate end result, because it's not easy. And we have to wait. It's not a snap of fingers. But having those visual reminders, you know why you're working so hard, and you know why you do what you do, and you know why you're going to take the good days and the bad days and the good moments and the bad moments, and you're just going to plunge forward. Maybe one of your 2018 visions or wins is a rank promotion in business. How are you going to feel when you rank advance? Who's going to be excited for you? Is it going to be a big announcement, maybe on social media? Is it a big conference call with your business partners? Is it at an event and you're announced on stage? What does that look like, and how does it feel? Walk yourself through that day over and over and over in your mind. Take a picture of yourself and Photoshop it onto a stage, and maybe that's your visual daily reminder. Hear the announcer's voice announcing your name and your rank. Maybe you rank advance and then you get to lead a presentation. Who will introduce you on that presentation? How will they introduce you? What's your edification going to be? Repeat that over and over and over in your mind. Walk yourself through that day that you write the final check to pay off your final debt. What's it going to look like? How are you going to feel? Who is that final debt going to be to? Imagine yourself writing out that check. Clicking submit online if it's an online payment. Are you going to do a happy dance? Are you going to run through the house screaming? Are you going to blast it all over social media? What are you going to do? How are you going to feel? Maybe it's a presentation on stage that you're going to give. What are you going to wear? Are you going to be holding a microphone, or are you going to have a mic in your ear? How many people are going to be there? Who's going to announce you on stage? What are you going to talk about? Think about the details. It's really easy to think about, yeah, I'm going to live in this dream house. Someday, I'm going to live in this dream house. I know the floor plan that I want in my house. I know what I want it to look like. I know how much land we want with it. I know how many bedrooms and bathrooms and garage stalls and how my laundry room is going to look and the colors of things. Details. Visualizing is not just about this one big thing. It's visualizing the details, the emotions, how you're going to feel, what it's going to feel like. You have to envision yourself winning to win. So what are your wins going to be? One more quick thing before I sign off here, you guys, is I want you to realize and remember that this isn't a snap of a finger. Having these visions for yourself, they don't just happen overnight. One of my mentors says, and I love this, how you wait determines how long you will wait. So yes, we have this dream house that we want to build. Do I expect it this year in 2018? No, I don't. Do we have a house? Yes, we just bought it last year. Am I waiting for that dream house? Yes. Am I waiting for it to just fall out of thin air? No. I work hard to get to that dream house, but I am grateful for the house I currently live in. I'm not frustrated and mad that I'm 30 and I don't have my dream house. I'm not frustrated and mad that I'm 30 and I still am paying on debts. No, I'm grateful that I am continually financially blessed to pay my bills. Am I mad and frustrated and annoyed that we don't have everything that we want, like vehicles? No, I'm grateful that I have a safe, reliable vehicle that gets me from point A to point B. That we have one child who's healthy and wonderful and a joy to life. That we have food on the table. You have to be grateful for all that you have in the present. Planning and visualizing and visioneering for your future, yes. But your future doesn't happen overnight. How you wait determines how long you will wait. If you're annoyed and frustrated and mad that you have this massive, beautiful, wonderful, marvelous vision and it's not happening, guess what? It's not going to happen. Wait and see. Yes, good things come to those who hustle, but when it comes to visualizing and visioneering, you have to be grateful for all that you have before you are given more. And do I mean don't have big, audacious goals and dreams? Not in the slightest. Dream big. Dream crazy. Will Smith says, being realistic is the most common path to mediocrity. Do you know how many people in this world have realistic goals and dreams? Like, oh, I'm going to work this job for 45 years and then I'll retire and then I'll buy my dream house. That's realistic. Here's me. I'm 30. In the next 5 to 10 years is mine and my husband's goals. The next 5 to 10 years. So before either of us are 40, we will have our dream house. Not when we retire. Before we're 40. Before our kids are out of high school. Before they're out of the house. We want a dream house that we can enjoy with our family. So hopefully you guys took some good notes. If you have questions, of course, don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Amy Pepping. And really think about those two things for 2018, those two wins, and those two wins for the next 3 to 5 years, and 2 or more ultimate wins in life. And really create visions in your mind and on paper that you see with your eyeballs. You hear about people creating vision boards and dream boards. That's for real, and that's for a reason. We have them. I have several in my office. You are here on purpose for a purpose, and finding those visions for your life to align with your purpose, you guys, it's magical. It is absolutely magical. Envision yourself winning, and you will win. I have full confidence in that. Have a great rest of your Monday, you guys, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.